Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 4 of XCom 2. We've been summoned to the bridge, so let's go and find out what's going on.
Commander, our current position is here, just outside Resistance headquarters. When we're not on the move, this will serve as our home and our source of supplies. The Councilman has tracked the alien black site to this region. Unfortunately, we don't have its exact coordinates yet. If we're going to have any chance of finding this facility, we'll need to make contact with the local resistance cell nearby. Tygan has a theory about how we might reach out to them without getting the aliens' attention, but we'll need to give him time to conduct his research. We shouldn't wait too long on that, Commander. We have to start making contact with other regions soon if we're going to build a global resistance and take on Advent.
New objective added.
Okay, so we've got a new objective. Research the Resistance communications, fly to the black site region and make
Looks like
contact.
You won't have time for that just yet, though. Remote reconnaissance may have found something not far from our current position.
Okay, so, Commander, after our recent success, members of the Resistance in the western US have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. So, we've got 7 days to investigate and we'll get a scientist as a reward. So, let's go and investigate.
Commander, while we're waiting for new missions or the completion of our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans of the surrounding area.
So this is basically just a mechanic to advance the clock on and allow us to research things and stuff. So let's go and hit the button.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
So obviously we don't have alien UFO interceptions like we did in XCOM 1. So now we're just doing this thing to pass time. Instead of scanning for alien activity, we're sort of doing this to pass time. We've had the troops digging through the scrap piles and looting corpses, and at this point it's safe to assume they're on constant vigil for anything we could use to improve our gear. All the raw materials in the world won't mean much if we can't find a use for them, but I think this modular weapon system is a good start. Having pushed our existing designs about as far as I thought possible, the integration of a few key alien components provided the much needed stability we've been looking for. With these modifications in place, we should be able to attach larger upgrades and even more firepower. The troops will like that. Li Shen. So we can now research magnetic weapons. We've got weapon upgrades available. So researching the Advent modular weapons has allowed us to reverse engineer their system for our own use. Any weapon upgrades found in the field can now be attached directly to our soldiers' weapons and provide tactical bonuses. Not too sure which ones, if any, that we got. Obviously we've got a couple of things here that it really does want us to research. Although I'm thinking magnetic weapons is 28 days, that's far too long. 3 days we could potentially get some better armor, and that might be worth doing if we want to keep people alive. We do also need to do this Advent officer autopsy, but let's go for the hybrid materials first.
Research your priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
So it's going to be fairly fast. Let's get back out of here.
Members of the crew quietly glancing at the scar on my neck. If I wasn't forced to remove the chip myself, the incisions might have been cleaner.
Okay, we can actually still can't go over to the memorial, or can we? Yeah, we can actually go over to the memorial now.
Soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
So there is a... Is that the memorial wall? Well, it used to be for fallen soldiers. There it is. So Operation Gatecrasher was the first mission. I couldn't remember the name of it when I named the video, but yeah, it's Operation Gatecrasher. That's the tutorial mission there. So you're always going to lose 2 people on that mission because it's scripted, unfortunately. And you will see various people sort of wandering around and doing stuff in various places. But for the meantime, we are going back to the geoscape. And we'll continue to scan. The alien debris has now cleared. And what are we going to build here? So it hasn't told us anything that we specifically need to build. Or is it going to? Nope, doesn't look like it
There's
is.
room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
So let's think about building something here. So we could get a lab or a workshop, we could get a power relay, but we've already got sufficient power. So we could get an advanced warfare centre. Once this is built, soldiers may gain bonus ability outside of their current class whenever they are promoted. In addition, an engineer can be staffed in there to decrease the time our soldiers need to recover from injuries. Now that's going to be very, very useful. So basically, if we get injured, we won't be out of action for so long, and every time we get a promotion, we'll also get a random ability that doesn't belong to our soldiers' class, which is nice. There's also the Guerrilla Tactics School, which would allow us to increase the numbers of soldiers we can take on a mission. Both of these are very, very nice things. I think at the moment, though, for the sake of speed, I think we are going to go for the slightly cheaper Guerrilla Tactics School and try and get a bigger squad.
Right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
We do have a free engineer, so we'll assign them, and that'll increase the construction speed by 100%, so it should take 7 days. 7 days, brilliant, okay. So back to the geoscape. I can just click on this button here or hit number 1 actually, it's a lot quicker doing it that way. Continue the scan.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
Well, there's hybrid materials done. So with limited resources available to outfit our troops, up until now they've had to make do with whatever makeshift armour Shen managed to piece together for them from the various scraps of materials. Relying on methods that might otherwise seem outdated, we've developed of a means... not quite right. We've developed a means of producing a multi-layered nanofiber weave capable of withstanding direct impacts as well as any traditional armour, without the added weight. Our troops will still have to exercise caution. Even nanofiber has its limits. It may be best suited to our forces who rely on agility over pure stopping power. In any cases, I imagine our soldiers will be pleased to see any improvements over their current equipment. And that allows us to build the nano-scale vest. Let's go and work on that officer autopsy.
Similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Let's see. So let's just go and see if we...
Commander?
Can we build... We can build a flashbang. We've got 35 supplies, we've got 92. How much would it cost to build that armour? 30 supplies into Advent Trooper corpses. We're going to get one of the armours. And we're also going to get at least one flashbang grenade. I think they're going to be very useful to us in future missions. So, back we go. Cut her off there slightly, unfortunately. Let's carry on.
We have allies scattered in cities throughout the globe who are willing to share their knowledge of Advent's operations. The aliens are actively pursuing them. It will be up to you to ensure the safety of our operatives, Commander. Good luck.
Okay, so it looks like we have a mission. And it is to extract a VIP. It'll give us a scientist and 114 intel. Operation Demon Sleep. We'll launch the mission.
For Sector 9, Western United States.
At least we didn't have to travel too far there. Well, I think this is actually a good setup, not taking any rookies for this mission. I think I'm going to go and equip the nanoscale vest because I intend to get up close and personal with some of these guys. Doesn't mean that I lose my grenade, and I think we're going to go and give the flashbang grenade to Foundation Afro over here. Hopefully he can make some good use of that. And that's probably about as well as we are going to do out of all of that lot. Do we have any weapon modifications? Let's just go and have a look here, actually. Weapon upgrades. We have a scope for increased aim. Increases aim by 5%. Well, that's got to be useful for a sniper, so let's go ahead and do that. Not necessarily sure that we have anything else. Let's go and change your weapon colour and make it similar to your armour. And we don't have a name for it yet. I don't even know what armor pattern you're using. I can't remember now, but that will do. You're actually using the blotches. Weapon upgrade. Is it blots? Yeah, that looks better. Sort of match up now. Cool. Okay, and my weapon doesn't match either. I know that it's a minor thing, but you know you can customize. You've got to do that. We're all this weird stripy stuff, and we're sort of white and blue. So weapons upgrades. I don't think we've got anything we can use. No. So we are going to make it that sort of colour, and we will give it. Again, I don't even know what pattern it was. That one will do, I guess. Good enough. Does the job. So, let us launch the mission. So, we have a team of only 4. Admittedly, it's a small team, but at least we have people that have different skills. We have some equipment, so let's go and begin the mission.
The Resistance is asking for our help in extracting a VIP who has been providing reconnaissance data in this area. We've got the coordinates, but it's likely we'll have to clear out a contingent of hostile forces to make this work.
Deliver the VIP to extraction point. Now, when I was doing my sort of playtest game, when I did maybe the first 4 or 5 missions, I did come across one of these VIP extractions, and it was a timed mission, and I actually screwed it up and lost the entire team because I didn't quite get to the extraction point in time. I think I took a bad route to get where I needed to go. Let's put it that way. Let's hope I can do better this time around. I don't want to lose this squad.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
Help me get out of here, and I'll contribute anything I
Advent
can.
already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
Okay, so this one's a little bit different. So first of all, we're not concealed. We don't start in a concealed position, which means that getting spotted is a lot more likely to happen. Secondly, it is different to the last mission that I did in terms of I don't actually have to go and rescue the VIP, I actually start next to the VIP. So it looks like we've got to make a bit of a mad dash across the map and get to this area. Obviously we don't want to spend too much time deliberating what we do. We are going to have to move forward quite quickly, so we are going to want to sort of get down here. I can't quite tell whether that's full cover or half cover. That's only half cover. But I don't think I want to run too far down. I want to try and get line of sight and make sure that, you know, the ground isn't just crawling with aliens. Well, we didn't spot any with that move. Let's move our scientist... well, let's not move the scientist first. Let us start moving people down. Let's move you down there. Okay, we have actually spotted some now, which is unfortunate. So we've got a sectoid and we've got an Advent trooper. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we've still got Afro up here, and he might actually have a shot. Unfortunately, he doesn't, which is really disappointing. Can you get anywhere and even have a pistol shot? We could move you here and you'd have a pistol shot, although it wouldn't be a great one. So let's move you down here anyway. I'm just holding Z to zoom the camera around. It makes it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. So you can actually take a shot. It's only with your pistol. You've got a 23% shot on the sectoid. You've got a 51% shot on that guy. I think I prefer you on Overwatch. Yeah. I do still have some shots that we could take. You can take a shot. You've only got a 24 and a 46. That's not really worth it. What about our medic here? You have a... yeah, not very good chances of hitting anything. I mean, we could try and pin that guy down. But I think we're just going to Overwatch with you. Our scientists we need to bring down somewhere safe. I think we're going to bring the scientists down here. We can't afford to sit back because we need to push forwards. Got a time limit. So you're going to move down to there and you're going to hunker down. Now then, can I bring Shadowhawk in to somewhere that is in cover that actually has a chance of hitting that? In fact, what is your range on the old rocket launcher? It's actually further than you'd think. So we can probably get close enough to actually get a hit on something. Let's move you down here. You do have a little bit of armor. Love to be able to try and do some damage to that sectoid. Let's move you down onto this side. I'm always a little bit skeptical about taking cover behind things that can explode, but sometimes you've just got to take those chances. So we're actually flanking this guy now, which is interesting, because we could have a 70% chance to get an instant kill there. But I still think taking the frag grenade and... Can we hit that guy? We can hit that guy. So I think we should. I should have repositioned there. I might have been able to have hit them both. I don't think it had a range to hit them both. We've done 3 damage. That's not a lot, unfortunately. But he's out of cover, so he may feel the temptation to move. And I'm going to overwatch as well. Most of us are in good cover. I mean, obviously the sectoid can do something nasty with psionics, which is exactly what I expected. He's going for a disorient. That's not too bad. At least it's not mind control and there's nobody for him to resurrect. Overwatches are going to trigger here. Oh. Oh, well, I got him. I'm surprised I hit him from there with a shotgun. It's down. Okay, so our sectoid friend probably cannot move now.
Okay, then.
Yeah, he's used all of his movement, so we need to try and get a decent shot on him now. I don't think I'm going to be able to get close enough to... Actually, I could. That's very risky running up there, though. I could trigger another pack of aliens. Have I got anyone else that I can move further forwards and scout a little bit? Can't really get into any decent amount of cover unless I just sort of start charging up. And we don't know what's off to the sides either, which is really, really annoying. How far have we got to get? Quite far. So we really do need to do a fair amount of dashing if we want to make this work. So I think I am going to move... I'm just trying to see if anyone can actually get up to here. You're disoriented, so you can hardly move at all. So we will move you up to there. Can't afford to have you hanging back. Afro, you do have a shot actually. It's not a flanking shot. You've got a 60% chance actually. Let's go for that first if it'll avoid having to take the risk of running up and trying to kill him in the face. No, we did actually miss there. That is most unfortunate. Okay, I think I am going to take this risk and try and just hack him up with the slash ability. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. That should have been a kill. Yeah, it's just the animation glitching out.
Target neutralized.
Something weird's going on by the sound of things. Well, okay, so we didn't actually trigger any more aliens, which is good. Which makes me feel a little bit more confident in running some of my other units forwards, because obviously we can't overwatch. And we can take our scientist. Now, unfortunately, I can't really hunker down anywhere. But I think we can sprint this far forwards at least. Obviously, she's got to get around a few obstacles, which is a little bit annoying. So, the aliens get a turn. Our disorientation is removed. So, let's have a look around and see if we can find anything. See which direction we want to go in. I think we want to go... This is actually on the roof, isn't it? Our extraction point is actually up here on the roof. So, is there an easy way up onto this roof? Because having the high ground is never a bad idea. Now, you can get up onto the roof, but you can't get up onto the roof on a single turn. I can get up onto the roof on a single turn. We can have a look. if there's anything nasty up there, I can come back down. Okay, so we don't see anything at the moment. So let's go and put ourselves into cover. And we'll get as many people as far forward as possible. We'll move you up here. We definitely want to get our sniper on the roof. Where else would you want a sniper? So everybody else is just literally going to run up here. And we have to extract all units. So we don't just have to get the scientists to the extraction point. We have to get all of our soldiers up there as well to actually get them out. So we can go and put our scientist up there. Got some agile scientists in this world. Mr. Shadowhawk, you are no longer disoriented, so let's get you up onto the roof. And Mr. Afro, you might be left on the ground floor because you don't quite have the legs. You were sort of stuck a bit further back, but we'll get you as far forward as we can. Now the aliens will get a turn. Nothing really interesting happened up there. We are quite close now. I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough time to spare to actually move forward slowly without having to rush. So we'll move up a little bit at a time. We have spotted some troops. They're on the other side of the building. They are actually dropping down. He's going through the inside. They've both dropped down inside. That's interesting. Not too sure if we've got a decent hit on them in the position that they're in. We do have the height advantage. Go ahead and take our medic and put her around this side. She might be able to do something if they come around. We've got something we can hack, but we don't really need to. Mr. Shadowhawk, sir, I think you can actually move a little further around onto this side. We are going to get Foundation Afro upstairs. Possibly around here. And we are going to hunker down with our scientist. And everybody else is just going to Overwatch. Because we need to see where those two guys go.
Hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Okay, so nothing seemed to happen there. So we need to start moving up. We don't know where those guys are. So I'm going to start moving forward. We don't know if there's anything over on this side. There could be. So running forwards right now would be a big risk. But I'm going to take the scientist. Put the scientist in this corner. Should be covered. Hopefully. And we will take Mr. Afro here. Now, you're not going to have a lot of cover if I move you over in this direction. Could put you right on the top roof. But that seems like a very risky thing to do. Let's just move you up here to... That's Shadowhawk. Let's just move you forwards to give a little bit of cover. We'll take our medic. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of places where we can run unless we want to risk running people forwards. I think we can run you over to there. If something's over here, we're going to be in trouble, but I think we're alright. We are okay. We've got 8 turns. We're doing very well for time. So we'll move Foundation Afro over here, and you can pistol Overwatch in case you do spot anything down there. So, Y for you, Y for you, Overwatch. Okay, this guy's coming up. Now, we do have some people on Overwatch. One of which being Mr. Shadowhawk, who has actually hit the mark. And I fired and missed. Our scientist's in a little bit of danger there. The other guy's downstairs. I don't think he can do anything. Oh, he's taking a shot, actually. He actually hit Shadowhawk, but no kill. Okay, we've got to get these guys finished off. So, nobody actually has a... How are we going to do this? Right, Mr. Afro, you are going to be man of the match here. So we're going to move you right around this corner. You are going to pistol shoot this guy in the face with a 100% chance. That's some interesting aim, but, you know, you can't argue with the results. That was effective. We are going to take Shadowhawk and move him further in this... Where's the other guy? I want to see where he is. You're down there. So we're going to move Shadowhawk further in this direction. With your second action point, you are going to launch your grenade down here and get rid of this guy. Kaboom. He's gone. It was unfortunate that you took some damage, but we can possibly deal with that. So you are going to heal Shadowhawk. And then I will move forwards to make sure that the coast is clear.
Moving on target location.
And it actually looks like it is. So we'll take our scientist. Can't quite get to the extraction zone on this turn. So we're going to move into this location here. Now you can actually extract even if you've used all of your movement. So we will overwatch. And you will also overwatch. That car's going to blow up, which was expected. And that is it. There's no one else around, so we just need to run people up. Afro's going to be sort of left behind right now, but we'll get as many people out of here as we can. So, is there anybody around here? No, we seem to be safe. We may get more units coming in once we rescue the dock. So that can happen. So, oh, there is actually somebody down there below us. We just momentarily caught a glimpse of somebody right beneath our feet. Let's go and extract the VIP. Remember, the mission here isn't to eliminate all of the hostiles. So we don't technically have to worry about getting every single kill. We don't have any more grenades left with Shadowhawk.
Copy that.
Yeah, there is a guy down there. We can't really do anything about him. You don't have any grenades anyway.
Running.
And I'm not going to extract these guys. I could extract them, but I don't want to leave one soldier on his own.
Confirmed.
In case we need to help him out on the next turn. But we've got 6 turns to get out of this mess. So we could extract... But I don't think we're going to. We're just going to go and end the turn. Yeah, these guys are actually moving around. There's another sectoid down there as well. So we've got a choice here. We can either try and kill them, or we can just extract. The choice is ours, really. Let's move Afro forwards, because at this point, everybody is now in the extraction zone. And we can just extract everybody if we want to. I don't think we have a way of killing all or any of these. We could try and take a shot with Shadowhawk. We do have the high ground. And I'm just thinking that it's going to be XP if we do get the kill. 5 damage, there's a kill.
It's done. Weapons burning ammo fast.
And I have a 71% chance with the shotgun. Let's take it. We did 6 damage, which isn't quite enough to get a kill. Not sure if anybody else has a bead on it. You don't have a line of sight, unfortunately, although... Yeah, there aren't really any... There's nowhere you can move to where you would have a line of sight that moves you out of the thing, which is quite annoying. We've got no other real way of doing any damage. Flashbang doesn't do damage. Just disorientates them. So I think we just extract everybody at this point.
Ready to boogie.
So let's just get everybody out of here. I'm quite happy to leave one sectoid alive.
I'm going.
Let's get everybody out.
Evac confirmed.
Job done. Leave a half-dead sectoid. Somebody else's problem.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
That does show that he was the last enemy left on the map, so we could have stayed around and tried to kill him. There again, I could have stayed around and lost a soldier, so probably wasn't worth it. But that's another successful mission. Shadowhawk being the most under fire there. And I dealt the most damage because, well, it's a shotgun. Wow, 100% successful shot percentage. That's probably because I use grenades too much. You always know when you've got 100% shot percentage, you're not doing a lot of shooting. And I guess it doesn't count overwatches, so because some of the overwatches did miss. And Afro did shoot that sectoid like right in the face. It was not really possible to miss from there. Do we get more promotions? We will have to start mixing some rookies. Probably once we get the squad sizes up to 5. Take 4 proper troops and a rookie. Shadowhawk is unfortunately gravely wounded, but he can put his feet up and have a little bit of a rest. I'm the only one that gets a promotion. So, for the Ranger class, you've got 2 trees you can go down. You've got Scout and Assault. Scout is focused more on stealth, and Assault is focused more on just in-your-face damage. So, Phantom basically allows that when the squad is revealed, we still remain concealed. Now, so that can be actually useful. It means you can actually sneak up on people and get the drop on them. Or we can go for Blade Master, where we do an extra 2 damage on all sword attacks. I think I've done quite well with the shotgun. I think staying as the a Phantom might be good. Going down the scout route. I'll go and scout things out, I think. Did I not actually pick that? I didn't accept it, did I? There we go. And I'm a big wimp. I don't want to get killed. And we've got ourselves a scientist, of course. No items recovered from that mission. Because technically we didn't complete the mission. We sort of exited the area.
Outstanding job leading the resistance, Commander.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
research speed increased by 33%. Low supplies. Supplies are used to purchase weapons and armor for your soldiers and the facilities and upgrades you install on the Avenger. To gain more supplies, sell items at the black market.
What they're going up against, but having the commander back is a bigger confidence boost than any speech.
You finished, Central? Sell items on the black market. Sell only what you must, as most items have some value to future research. Establish contact with regions around the world to raise your regular income from the Resistance. And many missions, like supply raids and guerrilla ops, can offer large amounts of supplies as rewards. These missions will appear regularly as you pass time. Okay, so I assume that scientist gets automatically applied and I don't have to do anything there. So I'm actually quite happy with how that turned out. Unfortunately, we do have somebody who is wounded. If we go and have a look over here, we can actually see how long they're going to be out. So we really need to mix this up. I've got a lot of British people here. So Voodoo and Ben are gravely wounded. Voodoo will be back in 9 days, but that is still quite a while. And we've also got Shadowhawk here, who is also wounded. We will start mixing in some of the rookies eventually, although we've only got 1 rookie left, which is Freya over here, who we'll throw in at some point to get some combat experience. Like I said, probably start doing that when we've actually got slots for 5 soldiers, because I'd rather have 4 class soldiers and a rookie than just having a rookie and only 3 of the classes, even though there's technically 5 classes. But I think that's going to be the best way of doing things. But that's as much as I'm going to do in this video, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying XCOM 2. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.